Instead of coming to evening, but we can get you out so that you can go on your LA and with your dates and all that kind of stuff. But then again, 10 out of 12 of you are single, so you're not really dating right now anyway, so it really doesn't matter, you know. But no,
This is a place to find our dates. Wait, is this part of stand-up or?
going on, well, I mean, that's the thing. Now is the time to date, and now is the time to, you know, now is the time to find someone because you're getting older and all that. Whatever happened to the days where girls had cooties and guys were just weird, you know? But it's that whole maturity thing. It's the whole growing up, and you know, not me. I want to be as young as I want to, and for as long as I want to. That's why I have nieces and nephews, because you can get away with a lot of stuff when you're with kids. You know, why is that 36-year-old up on the tree? Oh, he's got kids with him, so it's fine for some reason. But it's the best of both worlds, though. I mean, you can go out and climb trees during the day, and then you can go out to the bars and get drunk at night. You know, it's great. What are those kids with that drunk guy? Oh, it's his uncle. Oh, okay, for some reason that's all right. You know, because everybody's got a drunk uncle. You know, but with nieces and nephews, it's great because you see them on weekends, you see them on holidays. You know, you can give them back. It's like being a divorced dad without any child support payments. But when I go back east, I mean, they're great, and my brother and sister, they say, "Oh, Chuck, free babysitting." It's free, but it costs them something. They love Uncle Chuck, especially, you know, okay, here's a big fat Hershey bar right before dinner. You know, your brother, when he stole my big wheel, so now it's revenge time. Yeah. Right before bedtime, big fat bag of Cheetos, not the regular Cheetos. No, it's the hot, spicy, bounce off the walls, crap in your diaper that Uncle Chuck does not touch type diapers. Oh, and okay, and when it's time for bed, Uncle Chuck, there's a monster underneath my bed. Oh, well, here's something that'll get the monster out of your bed. It's called Monster. And you know, tell your brother, still need my big wheel. So at the end of the night, they come in and says, "Hey Chuck, how'd it go?" "About the same as usual. I'll be at the bar." No, but hey, I mean, it's not like you try, you go out and date. I mean, people my age, they've already married and also divorced. And they've sworn off relationships altogether. So I figure out I'm in the same boat. I'm just not missing half my stuff. But on the times that you do try, we have this advantage that was never seen in the face of the earth. It's called Facebook, or background check. Because you go on and you figure out, okay, you know, what are restraining orders, what is this possibly? It's like Carfax, you know. Are they high maintenance? Have they been around the block? Does she get her regular scheduled lube job? But Facebook, on the other hand, has its downside too, because you put stuff on Facebook that you don't normally want to see. You know, if anyone's seen Karen Bream today, say happy birthday. Guess how I know. But the bad thing about Facebook is that people have relationships without moving out from out of their computer. They suppress millions of years of Darwinistic survival of the fittest. It's no longer fighting for the girl's honor. It's whoever can Photoshop their face on a fireman or GQ model the best. It's getting to the point where the singles bars are getting empty, you know? The people who normally get rejected from bad pickup lines are now breeding, and the only ones left in the bars are manly studs who never learned how to type. But you also have to check and see, I mean, go on Facebook to see how she is in the beginning, because I mean, dates these days, you've got the movies, you've got the parking, you've got the coffee. Things are so expensive. I need to know if she's worth the Red Lobster coupon or the Boston Market. But as soon as you get onto the date, it's like the first thing that they want to do is change you. I mean, it's fine. I had this one girl who said you should really get in touch with your feminine side, which is fine. I mean, I'm a manly man, which is fine. The only problem is I ended up with 40 pairs of shoes in my closet and found out I'm a bitch. But I mean, all this confusion and everything, and we make it so complex. How was it in the first relationship, Adam and Eve? You know, where was the pressure in that? It's like, okay, God makes Adam, and boom, there he is. He says, that's great, but someday it'll be the death of me. And then he makes Eve. It's, oh, she's beautiful, and I finally found practical use for those nipples. But oh, it's great and everything. And Eve turns, and Adam turns to Eve and says, you're beautiful. And Eve turns to Adam and says, compared to what? And then God was all done and says, okay, well, I'm not going to hand make each one of these. I'll make them fill the earth by procreation. I'll give them both horniness, but not too fast. I'll keep the man horny, and set the woman's egg timer to 40. And so thousands and thousands and millions of years later, there's no longer just one Adam, and there's no longer just one Eve. They all have their huddles. And the Eves of the world, they go to the beauty salons and they talk and they have their tactical briefings. You didn't call me for 3 days. What does that mean? You know? Do I do a tactical withdrawal? What's the deal? But guys, on the other hand, we go to the sports bar. And it says, okay, how'd it go? Did you get to first base? No, I struck out. She was probably a switch hitter anyway. So what are you gonna do now? I'll stay home and bunt. Or stay at the bar with all the other drunk uncles.
Wow.